the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never...
There he goes! Picks up the first down, still moving. The 40, the 30, inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in fourth and manageable. And right, we're going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Rushes on him. Buys a little time with his feet. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Ducks with the first and 10. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try it over the left side. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Off-play action on first down. With the catch, it's Perry.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Caught in the backfield, it's coming. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gonna take a shot. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Hardy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Final play of the quarter coming. He'll pull it on the read. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end with the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Makes the catch. It's Covey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys in the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deaf. There he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Baker. Quickly complete. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And they will score! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, but we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he made the extra point without problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Using his legs to buy some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the 3-ball locks us up. We get closer to the half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Anderson with the carry. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it.
Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Northwestern! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Johnson looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Casper.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Ducks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The corners are walked up tight. Rides the back on the option to give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads it downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that second.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ducks! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Perry. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. To the air, it's Baker. Spins away from the defense. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Anderson with the carry. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to pass, it's Baker. Working that wide receiver screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The sure hands, it's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The give to the tailback. He's past the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They've got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finds his tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Oh, what a move to get room. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Zips it out to his man. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Anderson with the carry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. That's caught, it's Moore. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll try to pop the draw. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the gun, the ground game. Nice move there. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it. It's Hill. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And the quarterback will take a knee, and they'll bring on the field goal unit with a chance to win it. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Oregon.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now they take the lead. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these